Welcome back to the program. Zev Brenner. Always a treat to have Stephen Savitsky. He's the national president of Bnai Zion, but he also is so involved in so many different Jewish organizations, has his finger on the Jewish world, and you're listening to the Bnai Zion Corner. So welcome back to the program.
Thank you so much, Zev. It was great to be on the program.
Thank you, and I wanted to congratulate you. From what I understand, was not only a gala, but a gala that the Bnai Zion had just a couple of days ago.
Oh yeah, we know how to do it. We picked Marathon Sunday, which is a great day to have a dinner. But actually, it turned out to be really fantastic. It was in a Museum of Jewish Heritage. We have a really, really large crowd. It was spectacular, and it was great. And we actually had an extra bonus in that our chairman of the board, Mr. George Schaeffer, who is just an incredible person, announced. Actually, he let me announce it, but I announced that he had actually just given a gift through Bnai Zion, of course, to our hospital in Haifa, and he was actually dedicating a new wing, a maternity wing, a special delivery section, which is going to be state-of-the-art in honor of his wife, Irina, and it was going to be a $2 million gift, which is always a great way to really start off a dinner, and George is just amazing. He's a tremendous Baal Tzedakah, and a wonderful, good-natured person with a great heart. So that was a wonderful way to start a dinner. Let everybody know, wow, we just had a major gift, and we were happy to do it because that hospital in Haifa is really a marvelous hospital. Actually, was rated the best mid-sized hospital in all of Israel, and so we're very proud that it's our hospital, Bnai Zion Hospital.
Mazda, but you are correct. It's a wonderful way to start off a gala, and from what I understand, I spoke to Rebecca Harari too. Is not a single empty seat in the house, which is amazing.
No, it was packed. It was that's a beautiful place, by the way. I love it. I love the view on. You look on the outside, and there's the Statue of Liberty, and it's a wonderful place to make a dinner. Really nice. I like it.
No, it certainly is. Now, you had a wonderful MC. Perhaps you tell us about that. And I want to talk about
Harry Edgme. Harry he's unbelievable. You know something? I never knew him before. We met during the reception, and the moment we met, we just bonded together. He is a person who just cares so much about the Jewish people. Wow, it was just unbelievable. I'd heard so much about him, but I never really met him until then. Rebecca had told me about him. But he did a fantastic job, as we knew he would. But the warmth that he exudes, it's just in his love for the Jewish people, really one of a kind. He was fantastic, really just great.
Now, what also impressed me is that your list of honorees are really, some of them are weekly features on our program, such as Ken Abramowitz and Rabbi Abadi, and others have been guests on our program from time to time. So I was very pleased to see with the quality.
Yeah, we had wonderful guests of honor. The Langford family, really just they've done so much. A tremendous,
father and son.
Both father and son. What a beautiful relationship, also, and what they've done and what they've accomplished, and things that you could see a regular civilian could accomplish. Mark with his maps, and just it was great. And Ken Abramowitz, I mean, let's face it, I said this on the video. I said I've been with Ken on many different occasions in different parts of the world, and the thing about Ken Abramowitz is he tells it the way it is. He doesn't mince words, whether you're sitting with the king of wherever, or the prince, or the prime minister of a country. It doesn't make a difference. Ken. He has a tremendous analytical mind, and he's analyzing things. And I think people have great respect for Ken. And I've seen him at meetings with Bibi Netanyahu, and Bibi, you could listen. Bibi's listening when Ken talks. So he was a guest of honor, and that was fantastic. And of course, Rabbi Abadi he's just a one of a kind, a Renaissance.
Rabbi Eli Abadi. Do you know he's also the chief rabbi of Cuba?
No, I didn't know that. Is that right?
He's told me he goes back and forth to Cuba. I don't think he's the unofficial chief rabbi. He goes back and forth. Is very involved.
I didn't know that.
In addition to being a doctor, a rabbi, he's a doctor. He's a very eloquent speaker.
Oh yeah, he's really. We're so delighted that he's a serious part of the Bnai Zion world now. So yeah, it was terrific. It was really terrific. We all came off. It was a high. It actually was a high, and the people who came, I think, walked away really impressed with what we do and what we're doing. Our mission statement, I think was loud and clear. In particular, by the way, in light of everything going on in the world with, and I said this at the speech about, we're living somehow in a polarized world, and it's so hard to unite the Jewish people now. It seems no matter what happens, it's always hard to unite us. And I said, there we are in Bnai Zion, the unifying force. We're not going to be political. We're not going to be judgmental. We're not going to be argumentative. We're going to be an organization that just cares about the people in Israel, trying to enhance and enrich their lives. That's all we care about. And we all could agree on that. And I think that's really came across everyone. And I told people, I said, listen, no matter where you belong, no matter what organization you belong to, continue to belong to those organizations. Have your political views and have your other views and your religious persuasions and your solutions to the Middle East problem. You could do all of that, but at the same time, you should be a part of our world. At least every day somebody is doing something in Israel for somebody who is unfortunately maybe disabled or ill, or maybe can't live at home, or can't afford clothing. All the things that we would like to help. At least every day you're helping somebody. And I said that's what we want to be. We want to be the unifying force in the Jewish world. And I think we need it more than we ever needed it before.
No, absolutely. In fact, a listener was asking me today, is does Bnai Zion really good group? And I said, not only, you see, lots of times you have an organization that does just one thing. They're dedicated to one particular goal. Bnai Zion has multifaceted goals that they accomplish in Israel, whether it's health and teens and all kinds of things that are taking place in Israel. And they do a lot of activities here in the United States as well, which makes it, I think, a very unique organization.
Well, actually, the things that we do in the United States are really fundraising for our programs in Israel. So that's really what we do. I mean, we know our responsibility. We're really for Israel. That's what we've been there for 110 years. We're for Israel and finding projects, and we're constantly looking to enhance what we do, new projects if they come about. But we want to do something that maybe that really should be supported, and we know that if we give money to an organization there, we know it's going to be used properly. We go, we supervise, we make sure that the money is being used for the right thing. So. Unfortunately, there's no shortage of need in Israel, and it's a great. Everybody hears about the startup nation, the wonderful startup nation, and it's true. But there are plenty of people living below the poverty line, and they're at tsaros, in the world, and Israel has its share of tsaros. And when you go to our Ahava village and you see kids between the ages of 6 and 18, some of them, I was there a few months ago, and there's a safe house that we have where literally the kids have to be taken by, the police or someone out of their house because it's no longer safe for them to live there, into an environment where we kind of put them in a safe house, and parents sometimes don't even know where they are because you never know what's going to happen. We keep them there for a while, and then you come back and you see these kids, and they're smiling and they're laughing and they're having a great time, and they're normal and they're doing whatever normal kids have. And I say, what did they do? What did they do to deserve that? They didn't do anything. They didn't do anything wrong. And so we have to help them, and that's our job, and that's part of that's what we are in the Jewish people. We're just kind-hearted people who are generous, and that's what Bnai Zion's about.
And those young people, some of them end up being in leadership positions where they do so much good, whether it's in the role of government or charity or religious life or whatever it might be, and that's also part of the equation.
Yeah, listen, remember that almost all the kids, when they hit 18, they all go into the Army. Whether it's men or women, they go into the Army. That's why we actually built an extension in the Ahava village, because when they want to come home for weekends, where do they go? They don't have a home, so they come to us. But yeah, they're great citizens of the state of Israel, absolutely.
Before I let you go, now we spoke about the gala, and you had some great guests of honor, and I know that the food was wonderful. Was there? I think there was some great entertainment too, from what I understand. Right?
Oh, let me tell you, we had Oz Pearlman. The mentalist.
Sure.
Oz Pearlman. First of all, he ran the marathon that morning, and he talked about how well he did. And I actually looked yesterday in the New York Times. He finished 113th.
That's pretty good.
Which is pretty
Excellent.
impressive. I mean, that's amazing. But he was just great. What a great personality, charming and funny, and how he did what he did, I can't figure it out. I just don't know. I mean, I know there's some logic to it. I know there's some secrets to it, but I just don't know how he did it. And the audience was fantastic. It was just great. I wasn't sure, do we need entertainment, but we did it at the very end, and it just ended it with a high. It was terrific. Really, really great. We had a great time.
No, it sounds great. When's your next gala? I think people who missed it.
I don't know. You know what? We're coming off that, but let me tell you, we got something really, really big coming up, which is in December. I think it's December 12th, if I'm not mistaken. That's going to be the date that we have our Carnegie Hall concert with all of our young men and women who come in from Mali Adumim and the orchestra, world class performing orchestra. It's on December 12th in Carnegie Hall. And additionally, we are very fortunate to have the Ramaz Choir, a world-class choir, come. They'll be all part of it. It'll be a magnificent evening. And so we're working on that now. That's what we're working on now. That's a big event for us. We're counting on it being very successful. So that's December 12th, Carnegie Hall, and if someone wants to come for a fantastic entertaining evening, it's going to be just incredible.
And where can people get more information about all the activities?
Yeah, well, tell them to call Cheryl or call Rebecca. You know how to get that. You know how to do that stuff. Tell them to call Rebecca Harari or Cheryl Beer over at the Bnai Zion office in Manhattan, and just look us up on the website. We'd love to have them come. It's going to be spectacular.
It will be, and of course we'll talk about it more.
Yeah,
I can't believe it's almost
December. We'll talk about it more as we get closer, and then hopefully we'll get people. Do you play an instrument? Maybe you want to join that night.
I just play on people's nerves. That's about the.
No, I know you're a very talented, multi-talented person. So I figure.
But I'll enjoy good music, and looking forward to that, and that's fantastic.
Yeah, you definitely. We're looking forward to having you there. I think you'll enjoy it.
Stephen Savitsky, National President of Bnai Zion, we appreciate you being with us. I'm so glad the gala was a gala success, and look forward to having you back on the Bnai Zion Corner.
Absolutely. Look forward to it. Be well. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you. We're going to be right back. Don't go away. Stay tuned.